All right. Hello, 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 everyone. Hopefully, everybody is on here. If not, go ahead and tag your business partners. Let them know we are live. Y'all, this live has not been rehearsed, it has not been set up. We don't know what we're going to talk about. All we know is that we're about to help you understand the importance of really, truly ending the year strong. So, I am Letoria Mayberry. And I am a five-star director inside of this opportunity. If you're in this group, 9 times out of 10, I am one of your leaders if you're in this group. But I have somebody with me on today that will be sharing the platform with me as we induce the excitement of what we have coming at the beginning of the year. But we don't want to end the year just like slowly going through the year. We want to end it strong. We want to make sure that everybody's excited about the first quarter of the new year because that's when our promotions and everything happen. But we got to be doing our part right now to ensure that the first quarter is going to be strong. So let me bring up the person that's sharing this platform with me on today. She is a one-star director inside this amazing opportunity out of the Dallas, Texas area. She's a single mom. Y'all, she is working this business on a part-time basis, but in the top 0.1% of the company, doing some amazing things, well on her way to two-star director. Her organization have been explosive these last weeks because they have not stopped. They are saying, nope, we're going to finish this year strong. And her director, Raquel, they are getting it done. Miss Whitney Holbrook, how are you on today?
I am amazing, Director McCombs. I am amazing. Merry Christmas Eve. How are you?
Merry Christmas Eve. I'm excited. This is my first Christmas being married. So me and my husband have a lot planned. Well, I always do tradition. So, I started a new tradition after I lost my father with the matching PJs and all this. So we're excited. My family spends the night with us on Christmas Eve. So I am really ready for Christmas Eve, my hot chocolate popcorn movies and karaoke. What about
Oh,
you?
that sounds amazing. Oh, yes, I'm so super excited. Matching PJs, of course. My daughter and I have been making cookies. We're going to decorate cookies, and I just can't wait to see her face when she wakes up in the morning because honestly, this is probably the first Christmas since she's been born where I have felt abundant and been able to really spoil her. And I'm just really, really excited to do that because of this business.
Oh, that's a good lead in. So before we lead into that, because y'all type in the chat abundance, because that's a great word. Because I remember how my Christmas used to look before I even, found my career, before I found this opportunity, raising Tasha. Christmas was not abundant, honestly. Christmas was a struggle. Christmas was stressful for me because I had to figure out, how I was going to get the things that she wanted and then even some of the things that she needed. So we're going to start it off with abundance. Put abundance in the chat. How many of you all have a great Christmas Eve and Christmas Day plan? How many of you all feel like you accomplished your goals in 2024? How many of you all feel as though I've accomplished my goals, but I want more? In 2025, I want 2025 to be my thriving year. So let's talk about abundance because you mentioned, Whitney, that before it wasn't this way, but you feel secure now. So let's talk about how Christmas used to be and how Christmas will be now.
Yeah, so I'm blessed to, she has a lot of family and people who love her. So she always, had a great Christmas, but I was always very limited in what I could do. So it was like, okay, one thing of this, one thing of this, one thing of that, right? Like I had to really pick and choose. And this year, because of having the extra streams of income because of this business, I didn't really have to pick and choose. I took pictures of everything she wanted and I got everything she wanted. And then my family, got the rest. And it's really, really exciting. Versus before when it was like when we were on food stamps and on WIC and all of that before, and it was really like, okay, I can get you a couple things, but I'm gonna really rely on the family for the rest of it. And now that's no longer my story, and it feels so good. It feels so good to be able to do that as a single parent, to be able to be in that position, and not have to really worry about it, and to know that the money I've spent, it's like not having that scarcity mindset because it's coming right back, right? My residual checks keep coming, so I know it's coming right back, and to have that security and peace of mind is really, really amazing.
Anybody else have to negotiate with their kids during Christmas? or negotiate and saying that's why we're saying this time of the year, really people get very relaxed and they get stressed out. But no, we're launching a new campaign called Code Green. Y'all, we're doing a money blitz the first 30 to 60 days of the new year because we understand some people spent money they don't have. Some people wanted to do more, but they could not do more. But they have an opportunity in the palm of the hand that can give them a life of abundance, that can give them a life of security, that can give them a life of stability. Y'all, what you have, that's why we have been on a roll this last week. And this whole year, you've been clapping and seeing everybody else's success, but we want you to know that you're going to be able to have your success as well. So we're formulating a group of for special people who are saying, in 2025, I really want to thrive and I'm not going to play with this thing. So it's going to be very a select few that are really going to take this serious and get inside of this group of leaders and champions that's going to take you to the next level. Because we're not looking for excuses. Let's talk about that, Miss Whitney, because some people are going to have some excuses this time of the year and the beginning of the next year. Some people already set New Year resolution. Some people have done their vision board, but they're going to have excuses by February why nothing has happened. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's so crucial to go into 2025 already doing it, right? If you wait for January 1st, then you're going to have to build up that momentum on January 1st, and then you're not going to experience it until February or March, right? So it's so important to be doing all of that now and not just sitting back and, waiting for the first of the year, but to actually be building that momentum right now so that the first of the year is explosive for you so we can get that money.
Right. And then the great thing is that we're going to be able to really, truly, this week, as we focus on helping people, giving them the best gift that keeps on giving, a business where they can have access to residual income and multiple streams of income. Imagine they get started with you today or tomorrow and they get started, and they can get a check next week at the first of the year. And I love what Whitney said. I have that sense of security because she has access to residual income. Y'all understand what we're talking about right here. Because a lot of people have a 9 to 5, but your income is not residual. It's linear. You get paid based on what you do, right? You get paid. If you don't go to work, you don't get paid. But here you can build that residual income that's going to follow you into the next month, follow you into the next year. So that's why we calling this campaign Code Green. Y'all see we got on our green because we're it's a money. This is the money train. We're talking about new year, new money. And y'all hear me say all the time, I'm looking for a 2025 to be the best year of my life. Y'all, I'm putting a swimming pool in the back. Yes, I'm putting a whole kitchen in the back. But in order for me to do that, I got to have some new money because I don't spend old money on new things. So, what are you dreaming about? What do your vision board look like? Everybody put vision in the chat because Whitney, I heard that you already did your vision board with your team. Let's talk
We
about that.
did. We did. We just did it last night and it was so much fun. And I got to hear from some of our top leaders in the team and what their dreams of and dreams I didn't even know that they had, to be honest, things that we just had, we talk about our why, but I didn't really get to hear, I got to hear dreams of like, a decade from now, 20 years from, just what they plan to do with everything they're going to accomplish in this business. And it was so exciting. And you're talking about putting a pool in, and I love that. For me, one of my biggest things this year is getting to that 6-figure mark. Being a single mom and being able to get to 6 figures through your own business and all that. I mean, that's such a huge thing and a huge accomplishment, and I'm so excited to be doing that. My daughter's been dropping marbles into a jar to keep track of our next rank so that we can go to Great Wolf Lodge. That's her reward, right? And so we got some exciting things, but I think that that's so important too, to like include those who are supporting you in a sense, those that you're taking time away from for what you're going after, making it fun and exciting, right? So yeah, that's some of our visions for 2025 though. And yeah, we created our vision board. Mine's almost done. I can pull it up if you want to see it. Let me pull it up. Yeah, I just started it. I'm almost done. I gotta be careful because these push pins are dangerous. But but this is part of my vision board, and I've got different things. More vacations, more relaxation. I wrote myself a check. We've got some good quotes. A nice. There's your pool. There's
I
your
know,
pool
I
director
seen
because
it.
we got a whole picture full of money, right? So yeah, it's almost done, you know. But one of those too was on there, and then I talked to the team about it last night. Was what's your new zero? And I'm sure we've talked about that, you know, too. It's like what's that new zero for your bank accounts? What do you want that to look like? And so just really, you know, planning and getting excited for this because it's an unlimited income opportunity. Like you can literally do and get whatever you want as long as you just keep working for it.
I love it. Vision. Y'all, this is what do your 2025 look like? What do you want it to look like? What didn't you accomplish in 2024 that you want to happen in 2025? And I love that. What do your new zero look like? What do you want in your bank accounts? Write yourself a check. Y'all, I did that probably 2 years ago. I wrote myself a check. And let me tell you, because Mr. Bradley said, make it, save it, invest it. Make it, save it, invest it. So I wrote me a check for $250,000. And this about 3 years ago, $250,000. Y'all know why I wrote a check for that? Because that's what I wanted my savings account to look like. So guess what's in my savings account? $250,000 plus now, it just in your savings account. Hey, look, she like, I'm coming live. But $250,000, what does that look like? You know, what is your new zero in your bank account? That's just a savings account. And y'all, we're not trying to impress you, but to press up on you how powerful this opportunity is if you really truly just take it seriously. So I want you to create your vision board, whether you do it with your team, whether you do it with your family. I want you to include your family. So do it with your team and your family. Get your family on. We probably will have a team big vision board party where you can invite your family and y'all can do it together. Make them a part of it because that's what makes it more exciting. That's when they truly understand your goals. And trust me, your children are going to hold you accountable. I hear so many stories of children saying, Mama, you said you were going to be a 4-star by then. You said you were going to be a 5-star, 1-star, whatever. Have you achieved that goal? Have you laid your goal down? Y'all, this is important because your children see what they see is what they do. Let me make that pretty clear. If you're that person that started this business and now you're doubting whether you want to continue, just know your children are watching. Don't be that quitter. Just because it's not going the way you think it should go right now, you might not be achieving the success that you desire right now. You got to keep going. It's persistency, consistency that wins the race. Don't show your children it's okay to quit because something that happened in the time that you wanted it to happen or you desire to happen. You know, Whitney, I always use a story to people when they said, well, you know what? I don't know. And I said, okay, well, let me ask you this. If your kid come to you second grade and say, this is hard. Second grade is hard. This is hard. Mama, I just want to quit. I made a D, I made a C, I'm quitting. What would you say to that child? You're probably like, you done lost your mind.
Right.
Not quitting. This is the second grade, but
Yeah.
you would quit. Y'all think about it. What example are you setting for your children? So
And
make your vision.
sorry.
Go ahead. Go
I
ahead.
was just gonna ask if, like, because it's so interesting you say that. So when I started in this business, Cami was 10 months old. She had no idea like what I was doing, right? But now she'll be 5 in just a few months. And recently the conversations have become where she's like asking more questions like, Mommy, like, do you make money like because you help people make money? And I'm like, yeah, that's exactly how I make money, right? And we're talking about that. And now she's even asking me like, well, can I help you? Like, can I help you help people make money? Can I help you with the calls? Can I help? And I'm like, we'll figure something out, right? And she's like, well, you know, I want to learn about business. Can you teach me about business? So I've started even saying to her, I was like, we've been rehearsing. I'm like, okay, what's the point of business? Point of business is to profit, right? What's an elevator pitch? Something to, you know, short and simple to say to like peak something, right? And I'm teaching her these little things and she's not even 5. So that to me is just so much more rewarding that she's been able to watch me build a business and she's sort of a part of it, right? And now she wants to learn how to do this. And it's just like, not only are we able to create generational wealth financially, but also generational wealth like mentally, right? With what the knowledge and everything that's passing down. And I think that's so important.
And that is so good because most people use their children as the excuse. And I'm just going to use Amanda Owens as one. She sent me pictures and videos of her daughter doing coaching calls and Zooms because she watched her mom. She sees the consistency of her mom and working and building a business. Jasmine Smith, her daughter, do the exact same thing. Some people, when I'm on a Zoom with them, their kids are sitting in their lap, glued to the screen, hearing me speak. And they know my voice when I come on the screen because their mom or their father is plugged in, and they're continuously building their business. So the kids are excited, but you know why they're excited? Because they receive the rewards. They get to go to Disney. They get to take cruises. They get to get their passport stamped before they're even 5, 6, 7, 8. Or some of them, Jasmine's kids went before they were like 1, I think. They got a chance to go on a cruise, get a passport. People are teaching their children wealth strategy, while some people are teaching ball games. Yeah, sports, entertainment. Y'all, and that is good. I'm not saying don't do it, but let your children sit with you. Let them see it because you're building this for them. You're building it for them. So vision. What is your vision? What do your new zero look like? What do you want in your bank account? Y'all put it in the chat. What do you want in your bank account for 2025? What do you want to end? What do you want your 2025 to look like? Y'all, 6-star director is our team goal. 6-star director. 7-star from Mr. Moore. And then each director going to have their own goal. Y'all buy into your leader's goal because when you help them, you by default going to win as well. And then my end of the year goal is a millionaire. Now, by 2025, I will be a millionaire inside this business. And I'm not afraid to shout it out loud. I'm not afraid to tell people. Some people make you feel guilty because what you want, but people don't know what I want and why I want it because I want to help more people. I want to be the giver. I want to be the philanthropist. I want to be able to give and not hurt. Let's talk about that, Whitney. Being able to give and not hurt.
Absolutely. And being able to give back is such a huge, huge, huge part of success and having that success mentality. They talk about that in the top 10 distinctions, right? Millionaires give back. And that's a huge piece of this. And we are always talking about that. And, we have our Planet Cares, right? We have our 2024 Hope campaign, right? And give back to that, help us reach that goal, right? And we'll, of course, continue that into 2025. But being able, people will say things like, money isn't everything, and no, but also having more money is what's going to help your family. It's so important because if you really want to care and help and do for others, you got to have money to do it. That's really the only way around it. So, and it's a big piece of it.
You need money to survive. Anybody that tell you you don't, they're just not, they don't have the wealth mindset. For everything that you do, you need some type of income. To live, you need income because you got to have lights, you got to have, water, you got to have those types of things. You got food, you have necessities. Now, even if you got it, let's say you got it, let's say you're good. Like I'm good, but I'm not good like that because I want other people to experience what I have. I want Whitney to experience 6 figures, $100,000 a year, $250,000, $500,000, becoming that millionaire because I know what it's like to be a single mom and having to do it by yourself. By yourself. We have a strategy in place going into 2025 that's going to help you achieve your goals and your dreams. But you got to lock in. But you got to lock in today. I called a play on yesterday and I said, go get one by Friday to be able to be included in what we have going on. Now, this is a play to see who's plugged in. To see, don't be that person say, well, I can't do it. No, you already counting yourself out. Stop speaking deadly words to yourself in your life, in your family. You got to always think positive no matter what's happening, what's taking place. When I changed the way I spoke, my surroundings changed the way they spoke. Exactly. My daughter used to have a long list, even though she's 29 for Christmas. Everything she was so selfish. Christmas every year it was about her. The last 2 years we didn't gave back to families. Right? We adopted elderly people this year. We adopted children. This year I said, "What do you want? Anything you want." She said, "I just want stuff for my business. I want to keep building people." Y'all, when you start speaking it, you start living it, everything around you will transform. Miss Whitney.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And I love that. And it's so true with what you said, like just speaking life over your business. And even just as you are creating your affirmations and your vision and everything, one of the things I was talking to the team about last night, it's not saying like it's not saying something like I have no more debt, right? You don't want to say that. You don't want to put debt out there, right? It's I'm abundant. I'm attracting income, every single day. I am wealthy, my checks are over, my bank account's overflowing, something like that. It's being really careful about how you phrase things. It's so important.
And we talked about that too in our book that we're reading now too, as No Limits. What are you
Mm-hmm.
speaking to yourself? What is your vocabulary like? So even when you start doing your vision board for 2025, make sure you specific about your vision. And then once you put the vision board together, go ahead and make your plan on how you're going to achieve it. So usually with my vision board, and I don't have mine in here, I have the vision board, but on the side of the vision board, I have the plan. I have it outlined on the side, which is just words. In 2025, this is going to happen. In 2026, this is going to happen. It's okay to have a 10-year vision board. You're going to actually upgrade your vision board every single year. I still have my vision board from, I think the one I have now is from maybe 2020. I think that's the one. And I just keep, building on it. My ring was on it, what I wanted. I think my husband and I probably actually seen it. The reason my ring probably look almost close to the one. So when I got married, I stripped it off. I already accomplished it. My dream home, y'all, people say you got a nice home, but I'm still dreaming bigger. Because if you don't dream, you won't have nothing to fight for. You've got to have a dream house. You've got to have a dream car. Yes, let people expand your mind for more. Let's talk about more and then we out of here.
Yeah, well, because Mr. Bradley had just said the other day, I don't know if it was on a director's call or what it was, but he was saying like once you're in your like quote unquote dream home, it's no longer your dream home. That's your right now home. So you got to have another one. You got to have your next dream home. You got to have your next dream car. And so it's never you don't just get it and then you stop. It's that constant dreaming. You don't want to get complacent. You don't want to get content, right? And like you were talking about with what we have coming up, I'm so super excited for it. I'm excited for the momentum we're already experiencing and what we're going to be able to accomplish first quarter, second quarter, just all of it, right? And don't count yourself out, like you said. Like don't automatically already be like, oh, I don't know, like you're already doubting yourself, you're already setting yourself up to fail. Don't do that. Like be excited and push yourself and know that you've got the support to win.
And I'm looking at the comments because I said, put in the comments, what do you want your bank account look like? Only a few
Oh,
people did it. Only a few. So that tells
really?
me some of y'all are not dreaming. And listen,
Wow.
when we ask you to do it, y'all, that's not just saying just for us. We're not just saying do some work. No, it's like
Right.
put the vision out there. Speak it out there. Let other people see it. Tell the world, Mr. Bradley said, and figure it out later. I said
Mm-hmm.
mine verbally, right? I tell my leaders all the time, just because you're a leader, that don't mean you don't follow. Every good leader is a follower. So put it out there. What do you want your bank account to look like? And then what do you want to get rid of before you go in 2025? Most of y'all need to get rid of doubt. Most of y'all need to say, hey, you know what? I'm gonna be a better a goal digger. I'm gonna be better at saying my goals out loud to the public. I'm not afraid that I may not hit it, right? So get better. Leave some things behind in 2025. And once you do it, I did that with the directors at our director retreat. And the only person I knew that left that director's retreat and did what I asked them to do was Raquel Jones.
Yep. She
That's it.
told me about it too. She
Yep.
told me about it. Mm-hmm.
Yep, that's the only one. And she sent me a video of her burning what she wanted to leave in 2024. And once she burned it, I said, now let it go. Let
Mm-hmm.
it go. The things you want to do in 2025. And see, that's a mindset thing. People don't know some activities help you with your mindset. When I got here, I burnt what I wanted to leave. I had done it way before because that's why I asked the directors to do that exercise. And then I told her to do a video of it, put it on Facebook, and say, this is what I'm leaving in 2024. I'm burning it. I'm getting rid of it because my 25 is going to be a year of thriving. And ask people, what do you want to leave in 2024? do the same thing I'm doing. It creates engagement and you help people think outside the box. You're adding value to your timeline. You're helping people really see that there's more. You're showing people that I'm dedicated to my goals, committed to my family, and committed to doing everything I said I desire in 2025. Burn it, get rid of it. What are you leaving in 2024?
I love that. I love that. And I'll just go ahead and put my goals out there now. I know we've talked about them and everything. So since we're doing that, right? My organization, I know they're on. I'm getting text messages. So I'm just going to put it there. 2-star, by March 30th. That's the goal. 3-star by August 30th. And then sapphire ring by December 31st. And that's the goal for me this year, right? And so I'm putting it out there with you. We're putting it out there loud and proud. And I'm excited, and it's definitely possible. It's definitely possible. And leaving behind, things that I'm working on, and I'll be very transparent and saying, some of the things I'm working on does have to do with that self-belief, that self-talk, right? Those are areas I know you're helping coach me on as well. And so leaving that behind, right? Leaving behind any lack of confidence, if you will, in myself and my leadership, and just knowing all I got to do to increase that is just learn more and grow more, and having that self-belief. So I'm definitely leaving that behind in 2024 because it's time. I'm over this 1-star suit.
That's right. Write it down, burn
Yeah.
it, leave it back. Because I'm telling you, that's it. No, that's what we got to do. Speak it out loud. Let your teams know. Paint the vision. If you're a director on here and you have not painted the vision, if you have not shown them, y'all, in 2025, our organization will be over 10,000 people. Let's go ahead and put the number out there. It's going to be 12,000. It's going to be 12,000 in all together. And we can beat it. That's just the minimum goal. I know there's going to be maximum goal. And then I'm go ahead and put this out there. We're going to have at least 5 more 6-figure income earners. 5 more 6-figure income earners that's making $100,000 a year, right? We're going to have at least 2 more ruby ring wearers that's going to be making $250,000. 2, 5 6-figure, 2 ruby ring wearers. And me personally, I want to make sure I have 3 more 1-star directors that I produce in 2025. 3 more 1-star directors that I will produce in 2025. Whoever I'm taking from 0 to 100, me personally. Now the team, we're going to have way more, right? We're going to have way more 1-star, 2-star, 3 stars, 4 stars, and even some 5 stars. So I'm excited. All right, y'all. Well, that's it. Hopefully y'all understand the value of what we're doing. You want to be a part of the Code Green. You want to be a part of the New Money, New You. New year, new money. Everybody always say new year. New you. New year, new money. But in order to do it, you got to do your part. Let's go. Closing words.
Absolutely. I'm so super excited. I'm pumped up. I am ready to help the team and to serve in any way possible. And just don't limit yourself. Don't doubt yourself. Just go for it. Go all in. Understand that these are the times we're going to be making those sacrifices so that we don't have to make those sacrifices later. Choose your heart, right? Let's put that in right now.
And we will give you the winner of yesterday's contest. We're going to make sure we announce the winners. Who won. I'll get one of my directors to go through and make sure we look at this. So whoever won, we will announce that later today, and get the $25 Amazon gift cards.
Yay.
So thank you, Miss Whitney.
Absolutely.
Have an amazing rest of your day.
You too. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.